Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to go ahead and install the bearings for our axles on this model. So we're going to need the chassis that we previously assembled, and we're going to need some drills and a straw and a glue gun. So the straw is going to serve as the bearing. This is going to be the part that provides a smooth surface to control the location and the movement of the wheels, axles. The rear bearing, it slides in like this. We're also going to need a pair of scissors because we're going to need to cut the straws to length to get it right. So we need the scissors. So what we're going to do, we're going to first check to see if our straw fits in both holes. It doesn't. It fits in the back just fine. It doesn't fit in the front, so we're going to take our 1/4 inch drill and just clean that up a little bit. Make sure that fits. And pull that out. So it should fit in there nice now. Awesome. So on the front end, it's very simple. We're just going to put a bead of hot glue on one side of the straw to hold it in place. And this will provide a spot for the axle to go in and spin freely. That's really important to understand, that axle's got to spin freely. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to leave about 1/4 inch. This is a 1/4 inch diameter drill bit, so about that much on either side. So if you take a look, let me set that down here. The part that sticks out should be about the same as the width of the drill bit, diameter of the drill bit. On the back end, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to run that all the way through. This hole is a little bit looser, so I want to make sure that the axle stays perpendicular to the ribs. So we're going to just put a dab of glue first on the inside. Goes running out. Put a dab of glue here. Just a dab, and then a dab on the other side. And we'll let that settle in there, and then hold that in position while it cools, because it's going to want to move on you. So it helps to hold it in position and make sure that it's in the right position. Now you see that I'm using this nail to check the glue, make sure it's in the spot position I want and it's cool. Avoid using your fingers to do that. It burns. It's ugly. We're going to make sure we get glue all the way around the perimeter of the axle on both sides. Try not to let the tip of the glue gun touch the straw, and just use dabs of glue at a time. Don't use a whole lot. The heat from the glue gun can melt the straw, so we don't want to do that. And if we melt the straw, it won't be smooth and straight anymore. And we need it to be smooth and straight so that our axle passes through freely. We need a clearance fit on that axle. Remember, a clearance fit is whenever the object passes through and has clearance, room, all the way around it. So we want to make sure that we have glue around the entire axle on both sides of the cardboard. Now, the reason we need so much glue on this, or at least so much adhesion, is because we're going to cut the middle out of this so that there's room for the gear. Just take your time. Get that glued all the way around the perimeter. Using small dabs of glue. Now I said earlier that to use small dabs of glue because we don't want to overheat the straw and melt it. Now the glue comes out at the same temperature regardless how much there is. However, more glue means more heat energy stored in that hot glue. So that's why we don't use a whole lot of it. Once I have that all the way around, I'll just trim this to length. You got a little bit more to put on there. So I'm all the way around on this side, all the way around over there. Oh, I got some over there I want to add. The bottom. So take your time with this. Don't rush it. Don't put too much glue on at the same time. It should take you, 5 minutes or so to do this operation. Once that's fully done, clean up all the strings of glue and then clip it so that you've got, once again, about a 1/4 inch sticking out either side. Just check it with your part, and your axle should be able to pass through cleanly. I'm going to use this nail that I be able to get the glue off that, and that should be able to spin freely. Allow that to cool for several minutes, and then take your scissors and cut away the middle section, everything that is sticking from here to here so that the gear can fit in that empty space. So that's all there is to it. So go have fun, create cool stuff, and as always, keep being awesome.